Danny Milholland, a lifelong Jefferson County rapscallion and promoter of the big boom, the boom shakalaka, and all things entangled in the realms of community collaboration and celebration. Jefferson County Alive is a brand new project. We're just getting off the ground. We're making it up as we go, and we appreciate you tuning in or watching later. We're just grateful to have the opportunity to kind of try something new and feature our community. If you are watching live, please don't hesitate to post questions or comments in the chat. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. We're grateful. Thanks for tuning in. We love you. Now, this weekend, the Production Alliance presented the 5th annual Olympic Peninsula Apple and Cider Festival. And I'm here to share some event highlights and introduce some of my favorite local characters. It's going to be good. The festival kicked off yesterday at Eagle Mount Wine and Cidery, aka the Palindrome, aka Arcadia Estates. It's a sweet spot. I was married there. Many celebrations, many ceremonies have taken place on these event grounds over the generations. There's a long history of that place. We're going to feature in a future episode of Jefferson County Alive. This weekend's festival kicked off there at the Palindrome with an all-ages outdoor harvest party. The event featured a cider pressing, a mini golf course, a kids play zone, amazing live music, a bonfire, delicious food, and of course lots of cider and wine to drink. And we actually still have some of that cider here in the studio, helping us keep it, nice and loose and a little bit loosey-goosey. Just trying to enjoy ourselves here on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. So yesterday, I had a chance to speak with a few of the amazing folks that made possible the day's events, including some fine fellas pressing cider. Danny, who are you hanging out with over there? Hey Danny, I'm here with Dan Wolvotny, one of our cider press guys today. Dan, could you tell us a little bit about how this cider press works?
Yeah, it's a very simple press. It's all mechanical, no electricity. It's a grinder that runs on a wheel. And so when hopefully your helper is throwing apples into the grinder and you're wheeling like this as fast as you can go, trying to get the apples chopped up. Then it goes into a bucket and you're just gonna try to run an auger down to push the juices out. And then it flows into your pot. I have a stainless steel pot that I like to pour it into. So it's very simple. I inherited it from a friend, Drew Hill, and it's a wonderful press.
Thanks, Dan. Yeah, actually, I had a hand in building that press with Drew.
Nice.
It's been in the family. I've been super happy to see it get used so many times and try to pull Dan into these cider pressing events when I can. Dan, where did these apples come from? Do you have any idea where the apples came from today?
I'm under the impression that they're all local apples. I thought I recognized a Bramley apple, but then there's these other little red apples. I usually know my apples pretty well, but they're all just local apples, I believe.
Yeah, there are definitely some. I know some came from Finn River, donation from those guys.
Okay.
Lastly, Dan, I have a kind of a silly question, but do you have any kind of perspective on this butt cheek pressing challenge? It's a TikTok challenge that's going on these days. You have any professional advice on, how to stay safe with the butt cheek challenge?
Just keep your butt cheeks clean, and especially if you're going to show them around, keep them clean.
Right on. Thanks so much, Dan. Back to you, Danny. Oh man, yeah, definitely got to keep it clean, folks. Keep yourself clean, keep the earth clean, keep it fresh. And speaking of keeping it fresh, we had a brand new feature at the festival this year, courtesy of John Bacon. Danny, can you tell us a little more? Thanks, Danny. I'm here in the Old Orchard with John Bacon, who has set up his amazing mini golf course. John, could you tell us a little bit about the history of this course?
Well, sure thing. I made about 4 or 5 holes for some friends, and they loved it. But you can't have only 4-hole golf course, so I made the next 18. Each hole getting a little more complicated and a little more fun to play. And so now I bring it out to July 4th or the county fairgrounds or whatever I can find a great event to show it off.
Right on. And when can we expect to see this course in the future? You have any dates on the calendar or vision for its future use?
Nothing fixed. I'm always looking to community events, churches or schools or whatever is available. But it was a lot of fun bringing it out to July 4th, so I'm looking forward to July 4th again.
Right on. Thanks so much, John. And I'm going to have to sneak back there and get a little putt-putt in myself. So back to you, Danny. Sounds good, Danny. Have fun and be careful of number 4. It's a freaking doozy, bro. Danny. All right. Well, it looks like we lost Danny to the course, which was great. I just want to take a moment to make a quick toast to every one of you that makes Jefferson County truly alive. This is a place that I dearly love. I love this community. I love the land. And I love the season, and I just want to toast to the living place that we're from. I raise my glass, raise my heart. I'm here with you all to celebrate this incredible place that we call home, and each one of us that makes it that special place. So cheers to all of us. I'm getting a phone call. Holy smokes. Josh Sage. All right, I'm just getting word also that Danny has finished up with the mini golf and is heading on over to the fire to cool down. Danny, how was that mini golf? How'd you do, bro? Hey, Danny, I lost, but the battle was glorious. So I've come over here to the fire pit to kind of toast up and ran into my good buddy Aragorn Dean, who is our master of flames today. Aragorn, could you tell us a little bit about what kind of wood we're burning here at the fire?
Well, actually, this is a madrona. It's a very lovely bit of madrona from that large madrona tree right over there. Some dead branches that they just had so they wouldn't fall on people, and now we're reusing it to make people warm.
And what kind of role do you feel like bonfire plays in the community?
I think bonfires are the heart and soul of the community. It's a place where people gather and get warm and share ideas and talk and mirth.
Nice. And is it true that back in 2001, Viggo Mortensen spent several years attempting to steal your identity, even going as far as to document his attempts in a series of what have become fairly well-known motion pictures?
Yeah, that was actually rather unfortunate. Large credit card debts. I don't know who was using it for what, but there's all these like small drinks for large people, and elves, they run up hellacious bar tabs. But then later Viggo played in Captain Fantastic. There's full frontal nudity, and I'm actually quite pleased that he played me.
And what are your thoughts now, having gone through this experience, just on identity theft in general? Any wisdom to share?
It sucks. Don't give away your passwords. Don't let people get your stuff. Keep your Social Security card hidden.
Right on. Thanks so much, Aragorn. It's amazing, the ongoing exploits of Viggo. Just blows my mind. But yeah, grateful to be here today. Back to you, Danny. Whew. Yeah, identity theft is no laughing matter. Now, I also had a chance out at the festival to chat with our very own Megan Claflin of the Production Alliance. Yes, Danny, Megan Claflin, one of my longtime collaborators, one of the co-creators of the Production Alliance, and one of the co-producers of this weekend's Cider Festival. Megan, can you tell us a little bit about the Production Alliance? Just what is the mission of the Production Alliance?
So the Production Alliance is a nonprofit here in Jefferson County, and we build community through celebration. We really see these inclusive, dynamic events that we put together with our other creative entrepreneurs as opportunities for positive social change and building healthy, strong communities where they have a good quality of life, and they're a lot of fun to do. So, I mean, it's not a bad way to be, yeah.
Awesome. And what events do we have on the horizon?
So we have 2 more events in our season this year. We have the Chimicum Arts and Crafts Fair, which will be the second weekend in December. And then we are very lucky, very fortunate to be taking over First Night, which is a New Year's Eve celebration with our partners at the Jefferson County Historical Society. And that'll be another kind of big, wonderful arts and culture extravaganza downtown on December 31st.
And do you have a favorite cider to sip around a warm fire? Any personal recommendations you want to put out there in the world?
Oh my goodness. I'm a big fan of Alpenfire. Nancy out There is a really great, a wonderful collaborator of ours, one of my favorite hard ciders, but really you can't beat what we've got going on here today with the fresh apple cider pressing, all the gleaned apples. It tastes like magic.
Right on. Thanks so much, Megan. Love you immensely. And back to you, Danny. Opportunity to collaborate as a community, strengthen the bonds of friendship and our own cultural resilience. And I think it's definitely the reason why I've gotten into this work, just to be able to kind of have the chance to do a line of work that is brings not only kind of our own small bands of friends together for collaborative, celebratory moments, but then the greater community. I think there's just so many amazing kind of interwoven connections that are, exercised through these celebrations. As Megan mentioned, to build community through celebration is the core of our mission at the Production Alliance, and it's kind of just at the foundation of how we approach all of our events. We certainly had a great time yesterday at the Harvey party. Fun did not stop there. After the Harvey, we made our way down to the brewery where the official after party took place. Captain Peacock and Hook held down the party with sweet cosmic disco and legendary party vibrations. The party also featured fresh handmade sushi from my man Wyatt, who is the man and recently is in the process of opening a restaurant next door to the Krusty Crumb Bakery up on Castle Hill. Anyway, check them out. Good times were had by all last night. I was super happy to get some sleep myself after the day's events, as today has also been a magnificent, celebration, part of the Apple and Cider Festival. We had another amazing community event out at Fin River Cidery with their World Apple Day. Our crew did not have the opportunity to make it out there with cameras, but it was absolutely awesome. In fact, the event has been rolling since 12 noon and revs on until 7 p.m. tonight, so it's not too late to catch the final musical set by Jonathan Doyle, who is another amazing local musician. One final aspect of the weekend celebrations that I wanted to mention was our libations boxes and virtual tasting. We wanted to make sure that we had an option for folks that were not able to attend an in-person event this weekend. So we created these libation boxes, which featured bottles from Eagle Mount Wine and Cider, Fin River Cidery, Propolis Brewing, and Two Hooligans Cidery, which is one of the newest additions to our cider community here on the peninsula. And one that I'm personally very excited about, Two Hooligans, is exactly what it sounds like. It was founded by a couple of friends in Sequim who got started rustling up apples from the community, making hard cider when they were in high school, and just getting into trouble, but taking that trouble into a line of work that they really had a passion for. And I'm just excited to see, entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs, especially those that grew up here, making cool things happen on the peninsula. So we are going to be releasing the virtual tasting video to the general public in the next couple of weeks. So check out the Production Alliance YouTube channel if you want to learn about these featured beverages straight from the source. Fun stuff, and might I say, rather delicious. The Apple and Cider Festival is made possible by the Production Alliance with support from this year's event partners, Fin River Cidery, Eagle Mount Wine and Cider, Propolis Brewing, and one of our production partners, Enjoy Olympic Peninsula, Steve Shively. Really appreciate all your efforts. I want to give a huge thanks also to our fabulous season sponsors, the Food Co-op, Jefferson County Farmers Market, Jefferson Land Trust, Enjoy Olympic Peninsula, New American Funding, Jefferson County PUD, the PT Leader, and Ecliptic Software, and 91.9 FM radio. Arms are raised. Thank you. Thank you for all your support. And thank everyone for tuning in. I want to take a moment to see if there is, in the unlikely scenario that we have someone chatting or offering any questions, Looks like not yet. Maybe someone's out there asking themselves a question. Anyway, like I said, we're just launching the Jefferson County Alive. It is a project of the Production Alliance. You can expect to hear from us, following community events in the future. We're also interested in featuring all kinds of different stuff that, we're excited about in the community. Slowly pulling it off. Thanks again for tuning in. We love you, Jefferson County. We love you all. Boom shakalaka.